Only 14 games left for the second-place Boston Celtics before the NBA playoffs begin. Tonight, they host the Golden State Warriors, who are just trying to stay afloat while they await the return of Steph Curry. Welcome to NBA Courtside, presented by Michelob Ultra. Boston fresh off the St. Patrick's Day parade, attended by Jaylen Brown for the first time here at MVP Chance. And he's also heard him all season long here at TD Garden. Jason Tatum, meanwhile, in Game 6 in his return from Achilles injury. Dave Pash, Doris Burke, and Taylor McGregor with you. Since Tatum's return in games he's played, Boston is 4-1. And Doris, a lot of people wondered, how would this go? How would the dynamic be between the two? So far, so good.
Well, the most important thing as they navigate his return is they have won basketball games in what is a hotly contested Eastern Conference. For Jason Tatum, there's a lot to process in this last month. Most notably, he's got to gain confidence in his body and his mind, and he's got to knock some rust off. The numbers are quite solid for his start, but the guy who has been an MVP candidate this entire year has attacked this season with great confidence and great basketball skill. He has proven to be a very capable #1 option. Now, he is a 3-level scorer, and down the stretch of a possession ball game, the ball was in his hands. He dances their way to a victory. He has been sensational.
With more on Tatum and Brown, here's Taylor.
Well, Dave, Jason Tatum's return has been the biggest story surrounding the Celtics, despite them being the #2 team in the East. Jaylen Brown has played at an MVP level all season, and he said right now there's a feeling out process, feeling out how teams are going to defend him now. How aggressive can he be? Just reassessing some things. But Joe Mazzulla told us tonight the most important thing is that when the two of them are on the court together, the #1 priority is winning.
And Taylor, they will see an old friend tonight, Kristaps Porzingis, who helped Boston win an NBA championship 2 years ago. He is back at TD Garden, and he's coming off his best game since joining the Golden State Warriors.
He endeared himself to Celtics fans because he had a smile on his face the entire time he was here. He put a smile on the Warriors' face with his effort against Washington their last time out. Here are his numbers, and this is reflective of what everybody in the league knows. He is a very gifted center who can help you hang a banner. It's not number 18 for other teams. It is for the Celtics. This is what he did against Washington. His average shot distance on those threes, folks, is about 26 feet, but he's 7'2" and highly skilled and tremendous touch, and he lit them up for 30. We'll see if he can stay healthy and continue.
Porzingis' first game at the Garden since being traded this summer. He plays his 6th game since joining Golden State tonight here in Boston. Courtside continues after this.
NBA Courtside is presented by Michelob Ultra Zero. Zero alcohol, just 29 calories. Welcome back to NBA Courtside, presented by Michelob Ultra.
About 10 months ago, Jason Tatum tore his Achilles, and he's been back for the last 5 games. Brian, you've seen Tatum trying out a new shot since coming back. What does that look like?
Yeah, it looks like somebody who doesn't want to go land on their right foot. So he probably was doing this during his recovery. He's been practicing it. Coach calls it the Bob Cousy.
Throwback. Shout out to
my son calls it the LaMelo ball.
Yeah, more like the LaMelo ball. Yeah.
You know, Victor Wembanyama messed around with this a couple years ago when he was coming in. There's some method to it. Here's the problem, guys. He hasn't made one yet. Now, I'm sure he's made them in practice, but they're adding this to his game, Coach.
Well, you ask yourself, why is he doing this? Is it to add to his arsenal, or because he's not fully confident in pushing off that right foot into his shot?
Right.
Probably more of that. Struggling to make the threes right now, only 20% on 7 pull-up threes per game, but I have zero doubt, Perk, he's going to find his rhythm.
He's going to find it because he has the system, the Joe Mazzulla system, a guy that doesn't get talked about enough. This Celtic team is ranked top 5 defensively, defensive rating, and they rank top 5 on the offensive side of things. But when you talk about Coach of the Year candidates, we got to mention Joe Mazzulla now.
Oh, yeah. He would be on my ballot, that's for sure. So, all right, we are done here. We will send you back out to Boston with Dave Pash, Doris Burke, and Taylor McGregor. Enjoy Celtics Warriors.
Welcome to NBA Wednesday, presented by State Farm. The first of two games tonight, the Lakers and Rockets later. But first, it's the Celtics and the Warriors from Boston. The Celtics currently second in the East, the Warriors in ninth in the West. Our starting lineups brought to you by Xfinity. 14th different lineup in 14 games for the Golden State Warriors, and that's not even the longest active streak in the NBA. It's Podziemski, Melton, Santos, Green, and Porzingis as the Warriors await the return of Steph Curry. They hope within the next couple of weeks. And for Boston, Derek White, Jaylen Brown, Hauser, Tatum playing his 6th game since coming back from the Achilles injury, and Keita, who's been one of the most improved players in the NBA this season. Just one loss in games that Tatum has played this year, and that was against the Spurs, who are obviously an outstanding team. But also in that game, Jaylen Brown was ejected with about 3 minutes to go in the first half. So who knows what may have happened in the second half. And Brown's coming off a 41-point game Monday against Phoenix. A career-best 6th 40-point game. And Kristaps Porzingis a 30-point outing in his 5th game as a Warrior on Monday against his former team, the Wizards, is playing a former team tonight in the Celtics. Golden State is a game back of the Clippers for the 8th spot, and that's big. You want to be 7 or 8 if you're in the play-in, because then you get 2 cracks at getting into the playoffs. The Celtics have a 2-game lead over the Knicks in the loss column for the 2 seed in the East, and right now they would lose the tiebreaker with the Knicks, so they need to keep